Hey y'all, Queen V here, back with another video about something that I really like to talk about, and that is saving money. Okay, I haven't done my savings book challenge in a while, but I've still been doing it. So I'm gonna update you with what I've been doing recently. Don't mind that. It's not bothering nobody. Okay, so I've put this up there before. This is a super weird angle, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Don't judge me, judge your mom. Okay, now, so my savings book challenge, it says low income, so it could be like a child's income all the way up to pretty high actually. You can save like $25,000 in a year. And I love this book because it gives you examples of what you put away. So this one, I want to get my grandson started on this one. This one's like $5, $1, $3, $6, $5, whatever. And that one is $100 in 30 days. Anybody can do this, right? I've said it a million times. It's easier for me because I make cash tips on my shifts. So it is easier for me, but people that get an actual paycheck, you can do it too. You just take a certain amount out a week. You decide what you want to put in the savings. And to me, I like these books with the envelopes because I can see it. And then I put it in the bank when I'm done with whatever it is that I'm saving for. So, I've done, one of my favorite ones was $1,000 in 30 days. Let's see. So it was this one. I've done this one numerous times. And then on the $20 days, I usually double it to $40. The $50 day, I keep the same. But I've done the challenges where if I feel like eating, you always gotta interrupt my video some type of way. Anyway, I do where I'm doing a no savings challenge. So if I decide I want a Rebel or I want food out, I'll either send Malcolm to go get my Rebel, so that way it comes out of his money, not mine. Or you didn't know about that tip, did you? Food or what, or I just wouldn't get it. And then I would take the money I would have spent and put it in my savings challenge for that day. Or if it's like, say, I did it with Subway. I really wanted a sandwich. And I said, no, I'm going to go to the store, buy the stuff, and then put in what I would have spent at Subway in my savings book and add it to the daily amount, right? Okay. So, currently, I am doing one where it's supposed to be $15,000 in a year. So, but I'm doing my own. I'm doing $300 a week, putting away. So this one shows 225, 250, 280, 260, but it balances. There's some weeks is like 150, but it balances out to 15,000 in 52 weeks. Okay. So that's that. But honestly, like, even if, you know, not everybody, trust me, there was times where I didn't have an extra $2 a week. So I get it. Trust and believe I do. But if you're able to, and if you think, and I'm just going to say this because nobody really put it to me like this when I was younger. If you think you don't have money now to put aside, what happens when you have an emergency? And there's always, it's not if it happens, it's when it happens. So whether you need a new tire, whether you need, something happens, your car messes up, whatever, it's gonna be, you're about to hear this man snoring in the background because he's snoring in my video. Anyway, I digress. So, he messed me up. Hey, this is the real me. I'm just saying. So it's not if it happens, it's when it happens. So if you think you don't have money to put aside right now, what happens when you have that emergency? I'm just saying. Sometimes we, go out for that extra coffee, eat out, one time too many. Whatever you can put aside, the very least, even if it's only $5 a week, do it. You're paying yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna need it at some point. This is how I keep my tip money. I already did a couple of deposits already this week, but I'm gonna do something new and have you guys count with me. So sometimes I just shove it all in there, and then I separate it. Oh, my savings tip, I save all $10 bills too. That's another savings I do. If y'all hear him snoring in the background, that's because he's rudely snoring in my video. And I told him I was making a video, and he decided to come out here and snore his face off while I'm making a video. So all my $10 bills I keep, and those are savings. My bigger bills, well, first of all, my 1s and 5s I turn into the bar because we always need 1s and 5s. So 1s and 5s go back to the bar. I change them in for bigger bills. Bigger bills I put in the bank. And then my challenge, I'm putting that aside too in here for my savings. I'm gonna strangle him. I'm gonna strangle him. Get y'all a friend before I strangle him. Babe,
Yeah.
you're snoring in my video.
I ain't snoring.
Yes, you are.
Video.
Yes, you are. Can you
Dude,
go
I
to...
didn't even fall asleep now.
Bruh, you're snoring in my video.
I'm good for your video.
Can you go take it to the bedroom or something? Or wake up? Something, hell.
I didn't even know I fell asleep.
I can hear you snoring in my video.
I heard you. I said I didn't know I fell asleep.
Well, now you know. Anyway, $2 bills. I save all $2 bills. I have a bazillion of them, and I plan on leaving them to my grandkids one day. Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 24. What? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92. 210. And then we got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60. And then we got, I turned in most of my 1s last night to the bar. My 1s and 5s. I just had a few more 5s left over that didn't make $100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And we usually band this up at 25 to sell back to the bar. So that's what I do. I band up 1s in 25 piles. And one thing about me, I usually have a couple of these stashed around the place with some cash in it. Shh, don't tell him that. 10, 15, 20. Does anybody remember how much these piles were? Because I don't. Were you listening over there?
No.
Hell no. Okay. So I had, let's do this again. You guys pay attention this time. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. There's 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's 200. Okay, there's gonna be a quiz at the end of this. You guys drop down the math and tell me how much it was, okay? So that's 210 right there. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 260. So that's 263, 460, 470 right there. For 75, 80, 85, 90, 490 plus 25, which is what? 490 plus 25. 515. Okay, so because I'm saving $300 a week, I'm gonna stick $300. We have an agreement, me and this guy. So I'm taking money and I'm saving it because we're trying to buy a house within the next year or so. So this is my part of it. 20, 40, 60, 82, right? And then there's 3. So we're gonna be shoving that in an envelope. All right. And then the rest we'll put away. Okay. Now, there's a quiz at the end of this. You guys drop down in the comments what the final amount was that I counted up. Okay, no cheating. I'm gonna know. Drop it down if you watched this all the way to the end so I know if you watched it. Okay? Let me know if you like this type of content, by the way. I usually count my tips at the end of the night and then mark it down in my phone for how much I made. Okay? Bye, guys. Have a good one.